My first time doing door-to-door sales for my own company was horrendous. I walk into this business, I couldn't even stand straight. My legs were like jittering. I was like vibrating my whole body. I was so scared and nervous. I start sweating like profusely, monstrous sweating. I don't know why. I was just so anxious. It was literally a sweat stain from here to here. I was dripping from my nose. There was like sweat puddles coming down. I couldn't even speak properly. I was fumbling over my words, and everybody could tell that. I knew in like 2 minutes in, I'm like, there's no shot I close this deal. And guess what happened? I didn't close the deal. And I'm not gonna lie to you and act like I'm some sort of superhero where I walked in there and I did it anyway. I'm some sort of beast. No, I failed miserably at the beginning. I failed for a while actually, and I still do till this day. And that's the reality of it. And so I'll tell you exactly what happened. I was cold calling local businesses. I just learned how to do marketing myself. So I learned a software called Go High Level. You can sign up in the link down below. But basically, you can build websites, do text message marketing, get Google reviews for businesses, use AI to respond to them, and do text message blasts. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with it, right? And I basically learned how to market really, really good for a business. I had it all theoretically built out in my head and in the workflows, but I never actually had a business to work with. And so basically, I had to start calling businesses. Like the next logical step was, okay, I know my offer. Now it's time for you guys to pay me so I can do marketing for your company. That's it. And I was so nervous and shy about it. I didn't have confidence, of course, because I had zero proof, case studies, or testimonials to actually share with them. And so I start calling local businesses. I come across a doctor's office actually. It was a cousin's cousin, so like a family friend, and he knows who I am. And I thought, okay, maybe if I walk in, he might see me and might trust me, and might want to sign up with me because he knows of me personally. Wasn't a bad idea, by the way. So I call the business. I'm talking to the front desk receptionist. They literally just opened their office. They had, I think, 3 5-star Google reviews, probably from their brother and sister and family. And they had no website. And I was like, bro, this is perfect. I could do so much for this company, help them out so much. So I start calling the front desk. I do a horrible pitch. It was disgusting, but she was nice and she let me come visit the very next day. So I was talking to her about like features and stuff like that and using AI and texting and stuff. It was just so many details I gave. I'm not sure how she didn't just hang up on my face. Anyway, she was super nice, probably because they just opened up and they're trying to get any business that they could. And she hasn't learned how to become mean yet from all the cold callers that she's probably gonna get. So I walk into the business the very next day. My wife hypes me up. She's like, Alex, you got this. You can do this. You know exactly how to do it, all that stuff. I'm geeked up. I'm literally like shivering. This is the biggest moment of my entire life. I go buy a box of donuts. I get there 5 minutes before, and I walk in, right, wearing a polo shirt. I walk in. I'm like, hey, I didn't know what to even say. I called yesterday. I have I do some AI marketing. We talked about. I was literally stumbling. I didn't know what to even talk about. She was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I remember you called. What's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I brought you guys these donuts. I wanted to talk to you about maybe if we can work together." She's like, "Okay." So they took me to the back. It was these two ladies that were working at the front desk, and I started talking to them. And bro, it was so awkward. I was dripping sweat. I was like standing. I was like wobbling left and right. I was trembling like I saw a ghost. I take out my laptop, I put it on the table, and I'm just showing them my white labeled version of Go High Level. It had my company name on it, so it didn't look like it was high level, but I was showing them all the features of high level, the dashboard. I'm like, look at this dashboard. You guys can see people texting in and calling in. It'll respond to text messages for you, one, two, and three. Like, oh, okay, cool. I It was such a bad experience. I started just listing features. Everyone knows that you should never, when you're first selling, never talk about features and talk about how you could actually help them. The features are just a byproduct of kind of how that works. But you always like focus on them as a person. I did not do. I asked them literally no questions at all, and so it went horribly. She asked me, okay, what's your pricing looking like? Okay, yeah. So for everything, it's $1,200 per month. I didn't fold. I'm happy that I didn't fold. That's, by the way, still the price that I charge. And so I told her $1,200 per month, 1,200. And she's like, okay. I could tell she thought it was pretty expensive. She's like, how about if we don't want to get a website? Is it still that same price? I was like, yeah, I usually throw the website in for free for new clients anyway, so it's the same price. So that's, by the way, I still say that same exact thing. Like that's my price. It's firm. I'm not going down. And so she's like, okay, so I'll talk to the doctor about this. We'll get back to you and we'll let you know how everything goes. I said, okay, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And I walked out. And I learned a couple of things. One is I get really anxious, so I have to calm myself down before going in. my wife like hyped me up. I was so geeked up and excited. I have to actually put it off to the side. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go meet with somebody. It's nothing. And I have to just kind of like make myself forget that I'm going to a sales meeting. And then two, I knew for a fact, and I'm so happy that I've been in there and I actually failed, because I knew for a fact that I would never have closed any of my future deals if I didn't fail at my first deal. And I failed for a few times after that. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I was not a beast at any given sense for a long time. I was actually really, really, really bad. And I knew for a fact that if I was to ever start a real marketing company and I was to ever have clients that are paying every single month and actually getting results, I would have to have failed on my first go. It's going to happen. Like the sooner I can get past my first 5 attempts and fail, I can get to my 6th where I actually close my first deal. And I knew that. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to fail. Let's just get it out of the way as soon as possible. Let's go in there and fail. That was my mindset, and I'm so freaking happy because till this day, multiple clients later, I have a full company now. It's been over a year. It's been going very well. But till this day, I look back at that first meeting. I'm like, wow, first, that was really embarrassing. And second, that was still the best and most important meeting of my entire life. Because if I never picked up the phone and did that horrible cold call or walked in there with that box of donuts and started trembling as I was holding it and sweating bullets, I would have never kept on going. If I didn't take that very first jump, so many people, whenever they're doing any type of growth or sales for their company or the company that they're working at, they always get so scared to just do that very first freaking call, that very first meeting, that very first text message, DM, email, whatever it is. They get scared to take that very first step. That's the entire thing. You can build a sick ass company that does everything for a business or a person. It's like so worth it. You could offer someone literal gold for $1 per month. You can give them so much value. But if you can't get out there and actually sell it, nobody will buy from you. Nobody will even know that you exist. And so it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. And it's hard. Absolutely, it's super hard. But so is everything else that's worth your time. Every other form of success in life that you actually want to achieve, it's going to be hard too. Going to school and getting a really, really good job, not my path in life. But yeah, it sucks. You have to study for so many freaking hours and take tests, remake them, kiss up to your teachers and do all this stuff, apply for jobs, go into 15 interviews before you get your single. Every single path you take in life is going to be hard. But if you can keep it in your mind, like, you know what? I might not get the job on this first interview. Maybe not on my 7th interview, but I know on the 8th, I'm probably going to get it. So let's just get past these 7 interviews, whatever. It's going to suck. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not going to be good at it, but I can only get better if I fail. That's the lesson. So this video basically ends there. You can only get better if you fail. So fail as fast as you possibly can. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn how I do my marketing so that you can start doing it for yourself, I basically give you a full blueprint and copy of my full snapshot on High Level. All of my texting campaigns, my pre-made websites, everything that I offer local businesses to get ranked higher on Google, to get more 5-star Google reviews, I teach for free on this channel. And you can sign up to High Level in the link in the description down below. You'll get a text message and an email from me as soon as you sign up with all the snapshots and all my features. And then you'll also get a free 30-day trial to just try it out for yourself and see if it's something that would actually work for you. Thank you for watching this video. Go out there and freaking fail as fast as you can. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.